Alright, welcome back to Marvel Contest of Champions. Today we're going to be taking a stab at some more Temporal Heist riffs. The only one we've done so far is one run at the Epic, and that was just to kind of get a feel for the event quest and look over everything that we need to do. As far as our objectives go, we need to complete each difficulty 24 times. So that's going to be 4 less than the 4 weeks that this event is going to run for. But we only have 7 entries per age. So it's imperative that we get as many of these taken care of as possible. So we're going to start off with doing, let's say, probably 3 runs per video through each of these ages. So we're going to do 1 Master, 1 Epic, and 1 Legendary. And so for our Master one, we're going to try and swap up our team as much as possible just so we can get some more experience with more characters and just play other characters that are a lot of fun too. So for this run, we're going to take Purgatory, Craven, Sigil of Scarlet Witch, Penny Parker, and sure, Elsa. Mostly Masters. I don't want to say it's a joke, but given the level of progression I'm at, it's not a challenge for me right now. So it's a lot more fun to bring in unusual champions that I don't get to play with that often. So yes, quest entries are limited here, so we're just going to go ahead and continue past that warning. So we do have 1 temporal lockpick, which lets us choose our reward instead of being at the whims of the random portal over here. But we want to save that for deeper into the legendary version of this quest or other variations of the temporal heists throughout the month. So that way we can choose our reward. Now, that means we're going to have an extra fight here where we fight Spider-Man. So I'm going to just go ahead and throw Craven in quickly, and we should be able to take him down pretty doable. Also, this does have the big heads node up, so certain opponents will have big heads, and I haven't seen any list about who's going to be affected or not, but based on our previous testing, Kitty Pryde is one of these champions. All of the defenders, I believe, are also affected, so just something to be on the lookout for and fun happenstances when they show up. Okay, so not the smoothest fight we had with Craven, but we took out Big Head Spider-Man there, and moving on to the randomizer. Ideally, we're going to want shards here, so whether that be 4-star shards, 5-star shards, that's what we want primarily. Okay, so 1,000 4-star shards. So we're going to be taking out Superior Iron Man, and I didn't get a quick look up there. So, okay, Superior Iron Man and Vision Age of Ultron before moving on to the boss. So we're just going to do a quick Scarlet Witch fight here. Okay. And this should be a quick walk in the park. Okay, gaining some instability and texting his special 1. Not that we need it, we now have, okay, we don't have the unblockable anymore, but we should have this fight over. Nice. Was that no damage taken? It sure seemed like it, but it might not have been. Nope, we took a blocked it or something like that. Almost no damage taken. Claiming our 1,000 4-star shards. That would be an epic reward for Master level play. Let's go ahead and take Penny Parker up against Vision here. Power Control versus Power Control. Going to want to get him to... Actually, all of his special attacks are pretty easy to take care of. So let's just go ahead and deal a quick special 1 here. Dex is special 1. And just cycle in. We're probably going to want to throw our special 2 next. It shouldn't matter that much since he's only a 5-star. But better to be thinking about strategy than not at all, I guess. Nice. Solid quick victory with Penny Parker and Spider. Okay, no damage taken, so that was the best possible outcome for that fight. Moving on to the final boss, we're going to have to take care of an Iceman and then Aegon. So Iceman, he has his Cold Snap active, his dupe ability, so ideally we'd want to have someone who's Cold Snap immune on the team. I don't believe Elsa is, but she does have Cold Snap on one of her rifles. Okay, yeah, so she is not Cold Snap immune, so we're just going to tank that damage. So let's just go ahead and throw Penny in since we have the class advantage, and we're just going to tank Cold Snap damage and hopefully defeat Iceman before anything significantly unfortunate happens. We're going to burst him down with our special 2. That shouldn't be too hard since that does a ton of damage, and this fight should be over. Oh no, he got his ice armor back. Okay, so we're going to get dealt more damage. What fun. But now you get to see all of the fun special attacks with big heads. So it all works out. And finally, Aegon. Now, based on the last video that based on the last video where we fought Aegon as the boss, Aegon's kind of hard with the big heads just because his helmet is so odd and the big floofy tail spire thingy on the back of it kind of looks like an extra arm that goes around to hit, so let's just have some fun with it because we do have all of our characters at high health. Yeah, see, it's really hard to get my timing down just because it always looks like that's going to throw into another thing. And Aegon already has high damage when he's taking it because we always have those 6 Furies active. Unless there's a lot of nodes on it, I guess. Oh well. I'm overthinking that. Okay, so let's just go ahead and enter Demonic Rampage. Bait his special 1, and just keep going in, and okay, that was unfortunate. So let's actually take a look at the node. Combo party, that's fine. I mean, that's what allows us to take that massive amount of damage. But the big thing here is Falter for me. Okay, every 10 hits inflicts with Falter passive. Falter lasts for 3 seconds, or until we get struck. Okay, so that's just going to be something we have to work around. It's never going to be fun to deal with. Unless we have a champion who doesn't miss. So that might be our way around it. Just go ahead and... Okay, that was that. Forgot to turn off notifications. Whoops. Okay, and Penny Parker takes care of Aegon nice and quickly. Oh, is that... Okay, so claws for alarm shards. Okay. So our next thing that we're going to do in this video is, since we just did our Master tier, we're going to go for an epic run and then a legendary rift. Now, since we already did one epic, that means we're going to end up having one video that's just a master and a legendary, but that's what I kind of have to do just since we did our testing video. Let's go ahead and bring an Emma along. This should be massive overkill for this, but, you know, it's more a safety precaution than anything else. We're not using our lockpicks, so we're just going to go for the random. And let's take out Sunspot with, sure, Emma. Ideally, we don't want to be dealing energy damage into Sunspot, but it's fine. And he is just about down. There we go. I'm going to remember I have to turn on the focus next time so I stop getting these notifications. Sorry about that again. 500 6-star shards. So we just have to take care of a Kitty Pryde and a Dr. Doom. Okay, so let's just do Kitty Pryde versus Kitty Pryde, Big Head versus Big Head. Let the chaos of this fight begin. Ow. Okay, we're up to... So we really ideally want to... Oh, that was not good. Okay, let's just... Oh, she's Incinerate immune, because we're Incinerate immune. Work brain, please. Thank you. Okay. And so that's going to be the victory there. So up next is taking care of Dr. Doom, then Iceman, then Aegon. So for Doom, let's just do a quick Quake. You know, mystics, science. It's just going to be a bloodbath. Okay, so we got hit a little bit more than we would have liked there, but it shouldn't be enough to cause us to ruin this run. Oh, that's not Iceman, that's Thing. Okay, so Thing, if I recall, is bleed immune, so Nick Fury might not be the best. Yeah, immune to bleed, shock, armor break, shattered, nullify, stagger, and fate seal. Ooh, that's a fun kit. But you know what he's not immune to? Incinerate. So let's take Kitty in. Okay, so rock stacks are always a fun mechanic to deal with. I absolutely love them, and that's not sarcasm in the slightest. It's truly the greatest mechanic this game has to offer. Okay. Ouch. You are, in fact, the worst. Thank you for putting me in a corner. You with your 31 Furies. And you know what? We win with 2%. So that is we win with 1%. Even riskier. So let's just go ahead and finish Aegon off here with a quick fight as Clairvoyant. This should be, I say should, but for as easy a fight as Aegon is, I have messed it up way too many times to say it's an easy fight. But maybe that's just me not being a good player. Okay, and let's just finish him off with a special one. And that is it for the epic level. Let's go ahead and take care of our single legendary run for this video. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. If this is entertaining or engaging content in the slightest, please consider leaving a like, maybe a subscription. Your call, but it would help me if you did. So, thank you so much in advance. Let's go ahead and finish up this legendary run here. Sunspot is going to get a nice attack from Emma Frost, since we can just go ahead and ignore basically all of his incinerates. And yeah. So this is actually our first bit in the legendary quest, so we're going to take a moment once we finish with this to check out what the reward options are that are on the table here. See, this fight's already going much longer, so we're going to want to be very careful throughout this quest just to be as certain as possible that we don't lose lives to stupid mistakes, especially in the final part. Because we want to get rewards and progress as much as possible from this side event quest. Because we need all 24 to get the ultimate rewards from the objectives. And come on, you're just about down. There we go. That was a pretty decent Sunspot kill. We took 7% health, so that probably would have been the difference between a win and a loss in Battlegrounds, but here it's a margin of error. Okay, so that's 1350 6-star shards. That's pretty good. 3500 5-star, 2% T5 CCs. A single tier 4, that's something we definitely don't really want to get. 2200 alpha, so that's roughly 2/3. Wait, yeah, roughly 2/3. 5000, so half of a 5-star crystal, and 1500 T5 basic. Okay, so let's chance it. Ideally, we want shards. We always can use shards. But here we're getting a good chunk of a tier 5 basic. So that's actually a third of one. Let's go ahead and take Clairvoyant with Red Goblin here, snag that class advantage, and just blitz this guy down. The big head's note on Red Goblin looks so funny. It's hilarious and I love it. This note is pure chaos. Okay, let's just stay in bleed phase. Let's not throw our special 2 right now, so that way we can just hold on to it and end with as much health as possible. Let's bait his special 2 here. and parry into ours, so that way we can not get our special 3. And, oh, that didn't finish him. That's unfortunate. And we messed up the timing there, so 10% lost the entire fight. That's not great, but you know what? We can work with it. Vulture is next. We don't have a Cosmic to snag class advantage with, so let's go ahead and do a Nick Fury fight, since Vulture is not bleed immune, and we really haven't gotten to do much with Nick Fury this quest. Oh my gosh, the Vulture with the big heads is amazing. It looks like one of the Funko Pops, and I do have the Vulture Funko just because Vulture has been probably my favorite villain of the MCU right now. I absolutely love how he was portrayed in Homecoming, and just a very well executed character. And as far as the champion goes in this game, I love playing Vulture so much. And like, if I had a big head Vulture on my team, I would use him even more than I do now. Like, this just looks awesome. So let's just go ahead and quickly finish this guy off. Bait his special 2. Throw my special 2. And that should be basically the win. Okay. That was an odd way to mess up a combo. But let's go. Okay, you're going to throw another special attack. And let's just finish with my special 1. 97% finisher. That's pretty good. And on to our final. So, I didn't even check. Is this going to be Iceman or Thing? Or someone else? It's going to be Vision Arcus. Oh, wow. This is a cater of... I'd rather have an Iceman. I really don't like fighting Thing. I don't like fighting Arcus. But you know what? Let's deal with it. We don't really have a choice here. Let's just take care of this guy and get this quest over with as soon as possible. Okay, so we're in his frozen air. It's not dealing the armor break, it's not dealing the cold snap. So that is a massive boost to everything that is right and good with... And that happened. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some adrenaline healing back with that. Okay, we almost pulled back 10%. And let's just let him bleed out. You're the worst. You deserve to just bleed out. Oh, man. Really solidifying that statute as the worst. Vision Arcus is down. And on to Aegon. I think the plan here is just let's do the Kitty Pryde and burn him alive. And then if that doesn't work, any of the above. I mean, honestly, an unduped Aegon is not a weird or challenging fight. The only real challenge of this game is poor network connections, as we're experiencing now, despite me being on a solid Wi-Fi network as well as having cellular data assistance on. So that's fun. Thank you, Kabam. Nah, it's not really their fault. I mean, it could be, but I'm not a data analyst, so who knows. Okay, Kitty Pryde versus Aegon. Okay, started up the incinerates. Let's try and bait his special one. Oh, that hurt. Okay, so we knocked off 40% there, roughly. Let's go ahead and take Emma in and knock off more than 40%. So, of course, we throw our special attack right when we're faltered, because otherwise, how would we maintain our status as a rather normal, kind of boring YouTuber who is representative of a very average player? Okay, so we're entering into the falter state, and that's down. Let's go ahead and drop that to 1 and hit the special attack. Bait his level 1 so we can get the power sting off. And we just got a nice combo there. Until we falter and take massive amounts of damage, because what's this game without accidentally making a single mistake and then killing you for it? Okay, Nick Fury versus Aegon. Let's bleed him out. Because even if we take a lot of damage here, we still have the LMD form active. So, ideally, what could go horribly wrong? Wait, that doesn't make sense. Ideally is best case scenario. Going horribly wrong is worst case scenario. Oh well, Aegon's dead. And that is the end of this legendary quest. Okay, and so... got some nice rewards there. Some extra claws for alarm shards. And let's go ahead and check out the objectives, because we did pull some of them. Okay, once on Legendary gets us 9,000 Tier 2 Alpha Catalyst Fragments. Okay, and then we just leveled up in completing some on Epic and Master. Very cool. And so I think that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.